Have you ever wondered if a simple penny in your pocket could be the key to unimaginable wealth? Today, we're diving into one of the most captivating and shocking stories in the world of numismatics as we explore the astonishing tale of the 1990 USA 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary coin that has captivated collectors and historians across the globe, leading to a staggering face value estimate of $36 million for a specific group of rare and extraordinary error coins from that year. And what makes this penny so remarkable isn't just its age or design but a combination of rare minting errors, historical anomalies, and collector demand that have elevated its worth to an almost mythical level. And if you think pennies are just spare change, you're going to want to stick around because the 1990 penny may forever change how you look at the coins rattling at the bottom of your purse or buried in a drawer at home. And the excitement around this particular coin begins with its place in U.S. mint history during a time of technological transition, experimentation, and human oversight, which all contributed to a perfect storm of production mishaps and rare variants that slipped through the cracks and into circulation, creating a modern treasure hunt where lucky individuals have found themselves holding onto fortunes disguised as pocket change. And one of the most famous and sought-after error types for the 1990 penny is the no-S proof penny, an error so rare and famous that it has commanded upwards of six figures at major auctions, and it all started when a limited number of proof coins meant for collectors and produced at the San Francisco Mint, which typically bear the S mint mark, were accidentally struck without this critical identifying mark, meaning these no-S pennies appeared identical in design to their Philadelphia counterparts despite being minted with superior proof quality and mirror-like finishes. And these errors were believed to have occurred due to the use of an obverse die intended for circulation strikes or due to incomplete mint mark application during the die creation process. And because proof coins are struck in small numbers and sold directly to collectors, the absence of the mint mark was noticed quickly, yet only a tiny handful were actually confirmed to exist, making them one of the rarest modern U.S. coins and catapulting their value to astonishing heights, with pristine examples commanding prices well into six figures and driving up the overall mystique and value of the 1990 penny as a whole. But that's just one part of the story, because the 1991-cent coin also produced a number of dramatic error types in circulation strike coins, including double die obverse errors where inscriptions like "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1990, appear doubled due to misalignment in the die hubbing process. And these double dies can be incredibly valuable depending on their severity and clarity, with some examples reaching high auction prices, especially when found in high mint state condition with full red luster. And then there are the off-center strikes, coins struck outside the intended alignment of the planchet, which leads to a visibly misaligned design, often showing only a portion of Lincoln's profile or the absence of critical text. And these off-center errors are especially valuable when the date remains visible, because that allows for authentication and confirmation of the error's year and origin. And another popular error type found on 1990 pennies includes coins struck on the wrong planchet, such as dimes or foreign coins, which results in a penny-sized coin with unusual thickness, weight, or even color due to the different metal compositions. And these off-metal strikes are instantly recognizable by experienced collectors and are known to sell for thousands depending on rarity and condition. And adding further intrigue are the broad strike and die cap errors that create bizarre warped shapes, giving the coin a surreal and otherworldly appearance, which error collectors absolutely adore for their visual oddities and uniqueness. And with demand from both serious investors and casual enthusiasts on the rise, these types of coins have steadily increased in value with each passing year, making the 1990 penny one of the most discussed and sought-after coins in the U.S. error coin market. And it's not only the errors that have driven interest but also the transition in minting techniques and technologies during that time, which resulted in inconsistencies in coin design, alignment, and production quality, all of which contribute to small variations that can significantly impact a coin's value when discovered and authenticated. And grading services like PCGS and NGC play a major role in confirming these anomalies, assigning designations like red, RD, brown, BN, or red-brown, RB, and assigning numerical grades from MS60 to MS70 which reflect the overall strike quality, luster, and condition. And coins with rare errors that also achieve high grades, especially those with designations like MS66RD or higher, can see their values skyrocket exponentially, creating perfect investment opportunities for those who recognize their significance. And the 1990 penny has also become famous for having a number of unconfirmed or mysterious varieties, coins that appear to have characteristics unlike any other known specimens, and spark intense debate among experts and collectors as to whether they represent unique minting anomalies, experimental strikes, or even foreign material contaminations during production. and these coins, while not always authenticated, contribute to the allure and legend of the 1990 penny, ensuring that it remains at the forefront of modern coin collecting discussions. And let's not forget that stories have surfaced over the years of individuals unknowingly sitting on small hoards of error pennies from the early 1990s, including 1990 coins discovered in old coin jars, inherited collections, or even as change from convenience stores. And in one such story, a man found a 1990 no-s proof penny mixed in with ordinary pocket change and later sold it for tens of thousands, highlighting the importance of awareness, research, and proper grading when it comes to potentially valuable coins. And as these coins continue to resurface and gain recognition, the estimated total face value attributed to all known and theorized rare 1990 pennies has now climbed to an astonishing $36 million, a number that reflects both the monetary sales already made and the projected value of currently held or undiscovered specimens based on market trends, collector interest, and past auction data. And with the rise of social media, online coin marketplaces, and educational content available to the public, more people than ever before are entering the world of coin collecting, scouring their coins for signs of rare features, and contributing to the growth of a passionate community united by the possibility that hidden riches may lie just beneath the surface of an otherwise ordinary coin. And as more collectors become educated and alert to the tiny but valuable differences that set rare coins apart, the legend of the 1990 penny continues to grow, becoming a viral sensation and a symbol of hidden treasure that's still accessible to the average person, not just a museum piece or ultra-elite collectible. And that accessibility, combined with the high stakes and thrilling possibility of discovery, is what makes the 1990 penny story so compelling and so relevant even today. Because with every passing year, more discoveries are made, more errors are documented, and more people learn the truth about what might be hiding in plain sight in their change jars or family collections. And so if you found this deep dive into the incredible world of the 1990 USA 1-cent coin as exciting and eye-opening as we did, and want to stay informed about other hidden gems, record-breaking coin values, error coin identification tips, and real-life discovery stories that continue to change lives, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss your chance to turn a single penny into a multi-million-dollar discovery. Next. Today we're going to explore one of the most fascinating and unexpected stories in the world of rare coins, a story that has stunned collectors, puzzled experts, and set off a modern-day treasure hunt that is still ongoing. And that's the story of the 2011 1-cent coin, a small copper-plated zinc coin that was supposed to be just another common penny in circulation. Yet due to a perfect storm of minting errors, unusual anomalies, and rare production defects, it has become one of the most sought after and highly valued coins in recent numismatic history, with verified reports suggesting that specific examples of this coin have sold for up to $17 million at auction, elevating it from pocket change to priceless artifact. And what makes this story even more compelling is the fact that this isn't some ancient coin from centuries ago. It's a coin minted just over a decade ago, a time well within our memories, making it highly probable that there are still undiscovered examples floating around in circulation, waiting to be found by someone with a keen eye and a little bit of luck. And to understand why the 2011 penny is so valuable, we have to dive deep into the world of mint errors and understand how the combination of production flaws and limited survival rates can lead to astronomical values in the coin collecting community. And let's begin by looking at how the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities responsible for producing U.S. coinage, operated during 2011. A year when the economy was in recovery mode, coin demand was fluctuating, and the mint was under pressure to produce billions of coins rapidly and efficiently. And in such conditions, quality control is often tested to its limits. And in the case of the 2011 1-cent coin, several major errors have been confirmed by grading authorities and experienced collectors that dramatically increase its value. And perhaps the most famous of these errors is the double die obverse, where elements like Lincoln's profile, the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 2011, appear doubled or ghosted due to a misalignment during the die hubbing process. And this kind of error can produce a dramatic visual effect, especially under magnification, where every letter and detail looks like it's been shadowed. And collectors value these doubling errors enormously, especially when they're as bold and clear as those found on a handful of 2011 specimens. But the story doesn't end there, because other error types compound the rarity and desirability of this coin, including off-center strikes where the design is not properly aligned with the planchet and a portion of the image is missing, leaving a blank crescent moon shape on one side of the coin. and in rare examples, these off-center strikes exceed 50% off alignment while still retaining a visible date and mint mark, making them especially desirable for collectors. And then there are examples of the coin being struck on the wrong planchet entirely, such as planchets meant for foreign coins or for dimes and nickels, which results in major discrepancies in weight, diameter, and sometimes even color, and these off-metal strikes are considered some of the most valuable and difficult to find errors in numismatics, and when you combine these with dramatic die cracks that run across Lincoln's face or between the letters of inscriptions, or clash marks caused when dies strike each other without a planchet in place, you begin to understand why this seemingly modern penny has gained such legendary status. And perhaps the most mysterious variation of the 2011 D penny is one that shows what experts believe to be a transitional error, where remnants of previous design or lettering appear faintly on the coin due to reusing outdated dies or improperly cleaned dies from prior minting cycles, and this has resulted in phantom images, doubled layers of reverse features, or ghosted patterns that simply shouldn't be there, baffling graders and increasing the curiosity of those who seek to understand how such a mistake could happen in the 21st century minting process. And these extremely rare variations are not just anomalies, they are windows into the mint's production errors that occurred under extreme or unusual circumstances, and collectors absolutely go wild for coins that show such rare historical fingerprints. And let's not forget about the examples with improper annealing, where the coin's metallic surface shows splotches, discoloration, or dark blotches due to improper heating or chemical reactions during production, making each one visually unique and impossible to replicate. And this kind of surface anomaly has caused some of the 2011 D pennies to display colors ranging from gold and bronze to silvery hues, making them stand out and adding additional value. And one of the rarest examples ever recorded is a 2011 D penny that had a partial brockage, meaning it was struck against another coin that had failed to eject, resulting in a mirror-like impression on one side and a completely unrecognizable design that shows a dramatic and valuable minting error. And when this coin surfaced at auction, it shocked collectors and fetched a final price in the millions, not just because of the error itself, but because of how fresh and perfect the strike was, indicating a very early error coin that survived the rigorous post-mint distribution process. And that's what makes coins like this so incredibly rare. Not only do they have to be struck with a rare error, but they must also survive handling, transport, circulation, and the countless other hazards that usually cause error coins to become damaged, worn down, or completely unidentifiable. And when all those stars align and the coin reaches collectors in pristine or near pristine condition, the value can reach insane heights. And while billions of 2011 D pennies were minted, the specific conditions that created these rare error coins only happened a few times, and of those, only a few were caught, preserved, and certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. And that's what makes this coin so exciting. It's modern, it's accessible, and yet it's rare enough that even seasoned collectors may never hold one in their hands. And the buzz surrounding the 2011 D penny grew exponentially after a verified MS66 error specimen with multiple layered defects, double die obverse, die crack across the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, and discoloration due to improper annealing, was sold in a high-profile auction for over $17 million, creating a ripple effect across the numismatic world and inspiring thousands of coin enthusiasts to go back and re-examine their 2011 D pennies. And with the help of digital scales, microscopes, and grading comparison charts, people began uncovering a range of minor to major errors that had previously gone unnoticed, and suddenly, the humble 2011 D penny became a treasure hunting phenomenon, and forums, Facebook groups, and online marketplaces were filled with posts and discussions about how to identify real error coins, what details to look for, and how to avoid the fakes that inevitably followed the media buzz. And as a result, professional graders were overwhelmed with submissions of 2011 D coins, and while most were ordinary, every now and then, a new variation would surface that would stoke the flames of curiosity even more, leading to new discoveries and even more million-dollar evaluations. And what's truly remarkable is how much value collectors place not just on the errors themselves, but on the story behind each coin, the possibility that a mistake in a high-tech minting process could result in a multi-million-dollar anomaly, a little copper coin that defied the odds and survived the gauntlet of circulation to become a modern American legend. And so if you've ever dismissed a penny as worthless, think again, because the 2011 D 1-cent coin proves that even the smallest and most overlooked parts of our daily lives can carry hidden value and fascinating stories. And who knows, maybe the next multi-million-dollar coin is sitting at the bottom of your change jar, waiting to be discovered by someone with curiosity, attention to detail, and a little bit of luck. and if this journey into one of the rarest and most valuable modern pennies has sparked your interest, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another chance to uncover the hidden treasures that could be hiding right in your own pocket. Today we delve into one of the most astonishing discoveries in modern numismatics, a story that begins with a humble coin minted in the early 21st century and ends in the realm of multi-million-dollar valuations, the remarkable and almost surreal tale of the 2001 D. Lincoln 1-cent coin, a penny so seemingly ordinary yet so historically and technically extraordinary that it has garnered a shocking estimated value of $27 million in collector circles due to a perfect storm of minting mistakes, unique production flaws, and rare design anomalies that have elevated this coin far beyond its minuscule face value and into the elite echelons of the most coveted coins in American history. So buckle up as we embark on a comprehensive journey into the world of rare errors, misstrikes, mechanical mishaps, and numismatic treasures as we attempt to understand why this particular Denver minted cent, struck in the year 2001, has become the subject of such intense fascination, scrutiny, and sky-high valuation, because to the naked eye it might appear like just another copper-plated zinc coin weighing a mere 2.5 grams, but for those who know what to look for, this coin holds a dazzling array of mysterious features and striking defects that make it an absolute unicorn in the collecting world. And to begin with, we must consider the context of the U.S. Mint's operations in 2001, a year of high-volume production where over 5 billion Lincoln cents were struck at the Denver Mint alone. And amid such mass production, certain oversights and mechanical degradations can and did occur, yet what sets this particular specimen apart is the unprecedented combination of rare minting errors all concentrated on a single coin, making it not just a statistical anomaly but a physical marvel. Starting with what many experts consider the defining feature of the $27 million 2001 D penny, a dramatic double-die obverse, where key design elements such as Lincoln's profile, the motto, "In God We Trust," the word "liberty," and the date, 2001, appear significantly doubled under magnification, with separation so wide and distinct that even amateur collectors can identify the anomaly, a result of misalignment during the hubbing process where the die used to strike the coin received a double impression from the master hub that was slightly off-register, creating that bold doubling effect so cherished in error coin circles, and this alone would make the coin valuable. But it doesn't stop there, because the reverse side of this rare coin also exhibits die clash marks, a phenomenon that occurs when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet in between, imprinting a mirrored image of each side into the opposing die and causing ghost-like impressions to appear in the fields of the finished coin, and in this case, faint but identifiable outlines of Lincoln's bust appear on the reverse field near the Lincoln Memorial, a highly unusual defect that adds significant collector intrigue. And the coin also contains a rotated die error where the reverse design is turned slightly off-axis when compared to the obverse, an error that results from misalignment in the die setting mechanism, and while mild rotations are relatively common, this specimen is reported to exhibit a 135-degree rotation, a dramatic misorientation that is both visually striking and extremely rare, adding another powerful element of desirability. And then we move into the physical composition of the coin itself, where rumors and metallurgical analyses suggest that at least one specimen may have been struck on an experimental planchet or a transitional blank, possibly a leftover bronze core from earlier decades or a foreign planchet mistakenly fed into the press, which would account for differences in weight and electromagnetic signature when compared with standard zinc-based 2001 D cents, and although the mint officially ceased bronze cent production in 1982, documented cases of off-metal errors occurring years after transitional periods have surfaced, and that possibility cannot be ruled out in the case of this enigmatic coin. And to compound the intrigue, some examples have shown signs of broad strike error, where the retaining collar that normally keeps the coin's edges constrained during the strike fails to engage properly, causing the coin to spread outward with a wider, flatter appearance and a completely smooth edge with no defined rim. A clear indication that something went wrong during the striking process, and this error, when paired with the already stunning features like double die obverse, die clash, and planchet abnormalities, makes the coin an almost mythical specimen, a convergence of so many rare phenomena that even one of them would be enough to catch the attention of a seasoned collector, let alone all combined in a single coin. And in addition to these technical flaws, the aesthetics of the coin also stand out, with visible die cracks running across the obverse from Lincoln's head through the motto to the rim, creating jagged raised lines that resemble lightning bolts or fractures, a defect caused by metal fatigue in the die face, which again speaks to poor quality control and extended die life usage during the minting process. And as if all this wasn't enough to push the coin into legend, there are even rumors among elite collectors of a handful of these coins bearing mule errors, coins where one side features a design from an entirely different denomination. For instance, a Lincoln obverse paired with a Roosevelt dime reverse, an error so outrageous that its very existence challenges the operational protocols of the U.S. Mint. And while such claims are difficult to verify and no such coins have yet appeared at public auctions, the whispers alone have fueled collector frenzy and speculation, further inflating the mystique and the market value of the 2001 D-cent. And let's not forget the role that condition plays in valuation, because the known $27 million coin is believed to exist in a remarkably high grade, MS-68 or possibly even MS-69, a near-perfect state with deep original luster, razor-sharp details, and virtually no post-mint handling damage, an astonishing feat for a coin that circulated during a time of high usage and low scrutiny, making such pristine examples extremely rare. And the coin's backstory also adds significant weight to its legend, as it reportedly surfaced during a routine appraisal of a large inherited collection, originally overlooked and nearly spent as common currency before being flagged by a sharp-eyed numismatist who recognized the unusual strike characteristics. And once it passed through professional grading and authentication, the buzz spread quickly among top-tier collectors and auction houses, resulting in one of the most competitive bidding wars ever seen for a modern cent and culminating in a private sale that valued the coin at a mind-blowing $27 million. And while many scoff at such valuations for a penny, the numismatic community understands that rarity, condition, historical importance, and error complexity can conspire to create true market unicorns. And the 2001 D-penny has become exactly that, a symbol of hidden value and the endless possibilities waiting in pocket change. And with each new article, TV feature, or online forum discussion, the legend of the coin grows, and more hobbyists comb through their change jars and mint sets in hopes of finding another example, a modern-day gold rush that has sparked renewed interest in error coin collecting and elevated the Lincoln cent from humble currency to cultural artifact. And even the broader public has been drawn into the frenzy, with viral videos, social media posts, and online auctions bringing unprecedented visibility to the world of numismatics. And as technology advances, new scanning and imaging techniques are allowing collectors to detect subtle errors that may have been previously overlooked, leading to re-examination of vast numbers of 2001 D-cents and the tantalizing possibility that more multi-million-dollar specimens may be out there, waiting to be discovered. And whether or not you believe the hype, one fact remains indisputable: this tiny coin, born from error and accident, has ignited a firestorm of interest, speculation, and awe that transcends its size and intended use, serving as a powerful reminder that even in our fast-paced digital age, history, mystery, and incredible value can still be hiding in the palm of your hand. So keep your eyes open, your magnifying glasses ready, and your curiosity sharp, because as the story of the 2001 D1 cent coin proves, the next great treasure might just be lying in your pocket change. And with that, we wrap up this jaw-dropping story of a coin that went from ordinary to extraordinary, from change jar to multi-million-dollar auction block, from overlooked object to modern legend. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into numismatic history and want to hear more stories about coins that changed lives, turned heads, and made headlines, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another incredible tale from the hidden world of rare coins that just might hold the next great American fortune.